I made a very popular video previously about Rosetta Stone, but the reality is I got partially through the program a 1.5 years ago and just quit because it bored me to death and it was hard to stick to. It was so boring and I had to constantly be in front of the computer. I've been studying Arabic, other programs like Foreign Service Institute, which I'm just finishing the first big book, and I'm feeling really excited. I'm making some headway. So I'm making headway without Rosetta Stone. The truth is, those people who learned with Rosetta Stone, they were going to learn with any program. Rosetta Stone didn't make it happen. Again, Rosetta Stone has some really interesting concepts, but it's got some major flaws too. Like no translations, like not enough content, and then what I see as reckless abandon and greed in my own perception. Let me tell you why. Okay, let's start with the fact that they boast that the State Department and NASA uses Rosetta Stone. It's such a big selling point that makes you wonder, why are they saying this? Is NASA known for its great investments? Don't I remember State Department and NASA, $200 hammers and $1,000 toilets, and now they're buying Rosetta Stone? We're supposed to be excited. What are the astronauts doing with Rosetta Stone? I couldn't even find anything on NASA. But what I did find was the State Department. I went to the State Department because they claim, hey, the State Department uses Rosetta Stone. So Rosetta Stone is making it pretty clear that the State Department is taken Rosetta Stone on as its foundation for language learning for all these people that they work with at the State Department traveling all over the world. But in fact, if you go to the State Department, you Google State Department and Rosetta Stone, you'll find what I found. And this is on the State Department's page. And it's about foreign language training. And it lists Rosetta Stone. FLO strongly encourages all family members to acquire language skills of the host country. FSI offers training in more than 70 languages to help EFMs, those are the eligible family members, and members of household, develop language and cultural expertise. Now here's the important part. The full complement of language training is available to these eligible family members, while the members of household can only enroll, this is something less, they can only enroll in the short-term fast language courses and Rosetta Stone. So not only is Rosetta Stone not the sole stalwart of the State Department's language program, it's paired with another program called Fast Language Course, and it is only available to those who can't qualify for the full complement of language training. So even the State Department considers Rosetta Stone tied for second as something less than what you need to learn the language of the host country. Pretty clear. I think they cut a deal and they got free Rosetta Stone, and Rosetta Stone uses it as bragging rights. When in fact, if you want to brag about a program, you should brag about other than anecdotal. Hey, I learned it with Rosetta Stone. How many units did you sell? How many fluent people do you have? I'm going to go out on a limb and say for every 1,000,000 units Rosetta Stone sold, 1, maybe 2 people became fluent from Rosetta Stone. Almost 0. Most people never even open the box. Some start into it. Others get miseducated to the process, don't even know they're learning things that are incorrect. And I'll show you more of that as we get toward the end of the video. By now, Rosetta Stone's been around long enough to start giving us some stats on their success rates. You'll never hear them because they don't have a high success rate. Almost nobody who starts Rosetta Stone finishes it. And I know that because when I got to the second disc, I found all these problems. And I've had update after update on my program. And they gave me all these updates, like an hour to update my Rosetta Stone. I'm wondering, what are they updating if they're not fixing the problems? I figured if they're going to give me an update, they would give me some of the benefits of the new things they offer at Rosetta Stone, like mobile apps or MP3s that go with the program. I didn't get it when I bought mine. I still don't get it. They want more money for it. I paid hundreds of dollars for my program, and after paying hundreds of dollars, there's mistakes. And here's how I know. Because I started the program after being 3 years into Arabic already. So as I go through, instead of just learning incorrectly, I say, wait a minute, Rosetta Stone's wrong, Rosetta Stone's wrong, Rosetta Stone's wrong. And in critical times when you're trying to learn, Rosetta Stone touted itself as being perfect. And if they're so perfect, how come every time I check in, they're adding new options? They're adding new stuff. You can call in and you get this telephone assist, and if you're looking around, they keep adding more and more because they know that the program lacks in so many areas. And I have to say, it's got a clever start. It's got an interesting angle because they built it off the way we actually learn language, but it's only 3 CDs. And with the 3 CDs, why didn't they get an actual native speaker to go through the whole program and check it for errors? Come on! The biggest program in the world, making probably billions of dollars at this point, and they haven't even, the second disc into a 3-disc program, after multiple updates from Rosetta Stone to fix problems and several years, they still have ambiguity and problems. And I'm just going to show you a few of the problems in my recently updated Rosetta Stone program. Okay, let's start out here with this Rosetta Stone. This is Arabic level 2. Right there, core lesson. Okay, so we rely right here on these little captions because there are no translations in this program, so we have to rely on every little thing we see. You understand that if you see this, you know this person is talking because we're learning the language. These people are being talked about, so there's no caption there. Now look at this right here. I am going to the beach. He's saying it. Now here he is again. I have gone to the beach. But look, no caption. Now see, it seems like a small thing, but when you're relying with no translations, and it's not there, why didn't they fix that in my update? This program was just updated a few days ago. I had a 1-hour update. And what did they give me? They didn't fix this? Why is this? This is only at level 2. This is the second CD. How come on the second CD of a 3 CD program, this has major problems? And I'm going to show you some more. And why is it they haven't fixed it? I'm guessing they haven't fixed it because very seldom does anybody ever get this far. Ever. So anyway, let's move on to another problem. Let's travel on my recently updated Rosetta Stone program. Arabic level 2, Unit 2, Lesson 4, core lesson. Number 20. Here we are.
هل تريد كتابا أم صحيفة؟
هل تريد كتابا أم صحيفة? Do you, mister, want, do you, male, want a book or a newspaper? And he's saying it to a man, yet it's a woman. How am I supposed to rely on this program? See, I don't know any better. If I'm going through this program, I'm just going to be taught wrong. So, look, there he is. He's saying it right there. He should be saying turidin. He's talking to a woman. There she is right there. This program is driving me nuts. Shh. And remember, this program gives you no translations. So here we are. We start here where the lady who's getting ready to serve looks. She's talking, and she looks just at this woman. And she says, do the two of you want some tea? Turidan. Okay? And then the lady answers, yes. Then another lady looks at, now see, look, she's looking at one person saying, do the two of you want this? She should be looking at the two of them. She's only looking at one of them saying, do the two of you want this? Because down here we have a lady looking at one person saying, appropriately, How turidin, do you want coffee? She's saying it to her. She's doing the same thing. She's saying it to her, but now she's speaking to a couple. How are we supposed to know the difference? Well, you can call the operators and ask. That's not what we want to do. You buy this program because you want to be able to have the answers here. And this is a mistake. And again, this program was just updated. I've had it for 3 years. I've gone through countless updates, and they didn't fix this. This is pretty confusing. Here we are, Level 2, Unit 3, Lesson 1, Core Lesson, number 7, from my updated program. Here he is speaking, this man, and he says, with holding a chair open,
رجاء اجلسوا.
رجاء اجلسوا. Please sit down. Now, but he's saying it, اجلسوا, sit down to a group. Ooh, sit. He's telling a group to sit down. Who sits down? One woman.
رجاء اجلسوا.
That should be اجلسي. اجلسي. He's talking to one woman. They cover this concept of imperatives in such a small small order that they should at least get it right. رجاء اجلسي, not رجاء
رجاء اجلسوا.
اجلسوا. And one woman sits down. This is vulgar.